Hello, welcome back to the channel. I'm Simon and I'm one part of the Cornish Airsoft couple. Today we're going to go into a full review of the Train Tactical Combat Master JW3. So we're going to go through all the pros, all the cons, so let's get to it. First off, we'll find out what is inside this beautiful box. And there it is. The JW3 Combat Master Train Tactical version. Obviously, as you can see, I have used it, so that's why we're going to give my honest review on it. All the pros and cons, but it comes with this wonderful gun. Perfect, looking nice, lovely textured handle, good grip, just beautiful in my honest opinion. You get your mag, which we'll go into a bit more in a minute, because, well, if you stay tuned, you'll see what we found out, or what I found out about using this gun. So I've had this pistol for about a month and a half. In that time frame, I've probably had around about 4 to 5 games with it. So I would say I've got quite a good grasp of how it performs, how it works, any niggles, any worries I have with the gun. It's very easy to use. On a website, it actually says it's a skillful pistol, but as a beginner, I find it absolutely brilliant. I mean, it's extremely smooth to load, reload. Gassing it, at first I had a few issues not knowing when the gas is, when the mag is full. But now I've got a good grasp of that. So all in all, it's a wonderful gun. I mean, I would say, to be fair, we could probably take it apart now. So let's get into that bitch. Okay, so here is the gun here. So what we're going to do is just do a brief run through of how to take it apart. So what you do is, obviously, to eject the mag, press the button just here, and as you can see, it's slided out very, very well. I mean, that was very, very smooth. So what you do to take this gun apart, on the back there is a slight button here which releases the catch here. So first things first, you need to actually pull the slide back so the clip here lines up with a little groove just here. Once that lined up, you push the button that I showed you at the back, push that out, you bring that out, put that to one side, and you basically just let it go and pull forward just here, which releases the top half of the gun. So what we'll do is just go through the top half of the gun quickly. I'll put that to one side. So in the top half of the gun, you'll see, obviously, you've got your sliding rails just here. You have your spring, your barrel just in there, and the where the BB loads. To be fair, I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but when you actually cock the gun, it kind of brings it out, etc. I mean, as you can see, when you pull that back, it releases. As you can see, it's well lubed up. This was only serviced, I'd say, about a week, 2 weeks ago. So I won't give it another service, but I'll just give you a rundown of how to do that. So 2 of the items that we have for the service is the silicone gun oil and also the silicone gun grease. So what I'll say is I will show you where the grease needs to go and then the gun oil. First off, what you would do is wipe all the excess grease off, clean it up, and what I'd probably recommend is this blue, I'll call it kitchen roll, but this can be picked up in your local B&Q, quite cheap for quite a lot. It won't get stuck, there won't be any fibres that come off in the gun. So what you do is clean it all up, make sure everything's done, take the spring out, take the tube out, make sure everything is, give it a good clean. This will get any grime and anything off that one. And then what you would do is you would obviously put all that to the side and come back to the bottom half of the gun. But on the bottom half of the gun, what you would do is you would take your silicone gun grease and you would get some sort of like cotton bud, anything that doesn't give any fibres away, and you would basically put it anywhere when the gun slides. So obviously in the grooves here, the little bits on the edge here, all around there, everything like that. So anything that this bit here slides on, so anything here. Alright, I mean, another thing that you can use in all fairness to clean would be a toothbrush. Thank you to my lovely assistant. That can actually really help get rid of all the grime and everything on there before obviously you re-grease the gun. So once that's all done, you would grease it, put a load of this on, obviously not too much. If that makes sense, you put too much on there, it can wreck it again. So what you do is, let's bring back the top part in, is you would reconnect all this, you would get the silicone gun oil, and what you'll find is just here, there's a little hole. Just there, where my thumb is, there's a little gap, and you would put a little tiny bit of gun oil just there, and you would basically just, bring it back and forth, just re-greasing that bit. What you would do is you would basically put it back together. So you would make sure these all line up just here. So make sure the grooves in this bit here line up obviously with the grooves in here. And you would slowly bring it back, just on there. And then make sure it sits right in, as you can tell, it's done. And then just repeat of what you did before. You'll obviously bring it back to where the grooves are just there, hold it in place, get your little safety kind of switch here, make sure it lines up with the groove in there, and then you would line it up and pop it back in, and then that's your gun reassembled. Give it a few, pumps there, make sure it's all nicely done, and obviously pull the trigger, just make sure it's there, safety. And that is just a slight run through of how to service the gun. Obviously I might have missed some bits, that's the gist of what you need to do. So hopefully that would help you out. Let's talk about maintaining your mag. So this mag here actually came with the gun, so I'll be using this as a bit of a demonstration for you. First things first, keep the mag gassed. This will help with the O-ring on the end so it doesn't dry out. Second thing is just on the end here, that's where obviously you would fill the magazine with gas. What I suggest is actually getting the silicone gun oil and just 1 or 2 drops on the end. Again, that will help the O-ring inside to not dry out. If that O-ring does dry out, you will have issues like gas leaking. So what we're going to talk about now is one of the issues I've actually found with the gun. One thing I've found that the gun would now and again, as I was firing it, actually hold back. The top slide would actually lock back. At first you would think, oh, it's because of the BB's running out, gas running out. But no, what I found is the actual manufacturer painted over everything. What this actually caused was a slight kind of graining, rubbing issue. I mean, you won't be able to hear it, but it basically stops the gun from going fully back. What I've found is that to fix this problem it would have to be sanded down to get rid of the excess paint. The second issue I actually found with the gun wasn't the gun itself, it was actually the mags. Not the specific mag that actually came with the gun. This works absolutely fine, fires beautifully, gas as well, no problems at all. It was actually the mag that I purchased. There's no specific issues with the mag itself. We tried this on my wife's gun, works fine, no issues. Just with my gun it tends to either not fire anymore, expel the gas through the top of the gun. We also tried the mag that actually came with my wife's gun, a TM mag. She has a TM Gold Match which she will be doing a review on, as I said earlier. Again, did exactly the same thing. Expelled the gas, wouldn't fire properly. So there's nothing wrong with these mags, it's just for some unknown reason it won't work with my gun. So it's something that unfortunately I'm going to have to look into, get someone to look into, and hopefully figure that issue out. But that's it really. Apart from those 2 things which I found, the gun in my eyes is absolutely perfect. It's a beautiful, beautiful looking gun. It fires so well, it's fun to have, it's a talking piece to people in the airsoft community because everybody knows John Wick. I'm extremely happy with my purchase. I wouldn't trade it in for any other gun. So would I give this a recommendation? Highly. It's a wonderful gun. If you've got the spare cash going, definitely get it. It's my first gun. It will be my prized possession for years and years to come. Thanks very much for watching my first review. Please like, comment, subscribe, and follow us in Facebook and the description below. Thanks very much.